Corriedale may have been created as a standalone event, but its impact is still being felt. More than 3 weeks after it aired, the episode continues to attract strong viewing figures both on television and via streaming platforms. The much-hyped episode brought Coronation Street and Emmerdale together for a rare crossover, as characters from both ITV soaps became caught up in a tense storyline triggered by a major multi-car crash. Although the fallout from the accident has since played out across both shows, the crossover itself is still performing well, with Barb confirming it currently sits at number 5 in the UK TV ratings for that broadcast week. This follows ITV's announcement that the episode became the most watched UK drama since Call the Midwife earlier in 2025, with the broadcaster expressing its delight at the impressive figures. ITV stated that the overnight live audience numbers marked the strongest soap ratings in over a year, as well as the largest peak audience for a soap since 2022, outside of Christmas Day. The Corriedale event saw several storylines merge, but the standout moment of the night was the death of Billy Mayhew. While trying to rescue Todd Grimshaw from the grip of the ruthless Theo Silverton, Billy was abandoned by the villain and left to die. The episode also marked the end of Billy's long journey on Coronation Street, bringing a close to a 12-year run for the character. Following the broadcast, ITV's soap boss paid tribute after the emotional final scenes aired. He explained that the aim was to deliver a powerful and satisfying conclusion, adding that Corriedale was designed to reach a dramatic peak. Praise was given to Daniel for filming his final scenes as part of the episode. He went on to describe the actor as a hugely valued presence both on screen and behind the scenes, noting that while it was a significant ending, it also opened the door to revealing just how far Theo is willing to go. Coronation Street follow-up, Carl Webster's discovery triggers turmoil as Theo's secret threatens to surface at Billy's funeral. Coronation Street viewers were left stunned in Tuesday's episode as Carl Webster uncovered a damning confession from Theo that could shatter the calm surrounding Billy Mayhew's funeral. Believing he was completely alone, Theo Silverton poured out his guilt beside Billy's coffin, unaware that Carl was nearby, and heard him admit to abandoning Billy in his final moments. And while that revelation alone was chilling, the tension is only set to intensify as Billy is finally laid to rest. Carl Webster uncovers Theo Silverton's deadly truth. On the cobbles, preparations for Billy's funeral were in full swing, with Todd and Summer putting together the final floral tributes alongside Mary. Theo was also present, offering support after recently returning from a visit to his mother. Later, Todd sought a moment of solitude on a bench outside, where Debbie approached him with an offer of £3,000 to help cover the funeral expenses. Todd refused, insisting she bore no responsibility for Billy's death. Instead, he blamed himself, highlighting just how deeply Theo's manipulation had affected him. Tension soon flared when Theo noticed Debbie talking to Todd and angrily ordered her to stay away. Carl stepped in to protect his sister, leading to a furious confrontation that quickly spiraled into a physical fight in the street. Still consumed by guilt, Theo later went to the undertaker's to be alone with Billy's coffin. Overwhelmed by remorse, he apologized for failing to save him, completely unaware that Carl was standing nearby and heard the entire confession. Coronation Street spoilers hint at chaos during Billy's funeral. As the week unfolds and the funeral begins, Theo is visibly on edge, tormented by the fear that someone overheard his emotional admission. Although he doesn't know who was listening, the truth is already out there. When Todd struggles to deliver the eulogy, Theo steps forward, hiding his guilt as he subtly redirects blame away from himself. Later, emotions erupt at the Rovers, where Todd's simmering anger towards Theo finally reaches breaking point. Elsewhere, Bernie's grief takes a darker path, turning into rage, heavy drinking, and reckless behavior. On the cobbles, sorrow rarely stays hidden for long. Coronation Street's Sally Dynevor celebrated as soap marks 40 years since her first appearance. Sally Dynevor has been showered with praise as she officially reached a major milestone, marking 4 decades since she first appeared on Coronation Street. Best known for her role as Sally Metcalf, the actress has become one of the ITV soap's most recognizable faces, with the character loved for her sharp humor and reputation as one of the street's most opinionated residents. Sally arrived in Weatherfield back in 1986, quickly finding romance after meeting Kevin Webster. Their relationship went on to produce 2 daughters, Rosie and Sophie, before their turbulent marriage came to a dramatic end on Christmas Day 2009, following the revelation of Kevin's affair with Molly Dobbs and the birth of his son Jack. The following year saw Sally face another life-changing chapter when the character was diagnosed with breast cancer after discovering a lump. The storyline mirrored real life, as the actress herself was also diagnosed with breast cancer while researching the plot. She underwent treatment at the Christie in Withington and returned to the soap after taking 6 months away. Since then, she has remained committed to raising awareness and funds for breast cancer research and now serves as a patron of the charity Prevent Breast Cancer. On screen, Sally's journey continued in 2013 when she unexpectedly found love again with Tim Metcalf, and their relationship has since become a firm favorite with viewers. Although Sally recently marked 40 years since joining the soap, Tuesday was the exact date her anniversary was officially recognized, coinciding with the broadcast of her very first episode. To mark the milestone, Coronation Street paid tribute to Sally Dynevor with a heartfelt post across its social media platforms. The show shared a warm, celebratory photo of Sally smiling proudly as she held a bouquet of flowers inside the iconic Rover's Return, a setting that is featured heavily throughout her 4 decades on the cobbles. Alongside the modern image was a nostalgic throwback from 1986, showing Sally behind the bar during her earliest days on the show. The post was accompanied by a glowing message applauding her remarkable 40-year journey, thanking her for the joy, laughter, and unforgettable moments she has brought to viewers over the years. The tribute quickly struck a chord with fans, many of whom have grown up watching Sally Metcalf's highs, lows, and ever-evolving storylines. Comments flooded in from viewers who praised Sally's sharp wit, emotional performances, and ability to balance comedy with hard-hitting drama. Some fans reflected on how her character has remained a constant presence in their lives, while others shared memories of their favorite Sally moments from across the decades. Fellow cast members were equally quick to show their appreciation. Alan Halsall publicly expressed his love and admiration, congratulating Sally on the impressive milestone. Georgia Taylor also joined in, posting a touching message celebrating both Sally's talent and her warmth as a colleague. Vinta Morgan added to the outpouring of affection by describing her as one of the most beautiful souls, both on and off screen. The reaction highlighted the deep respect Sally commands within the Coronation Street family, as well as the lasting impact she has had on audiences. 4 decades after her first appearance, Sally Dynevor remains a much-loved figure on the cobbles, with fans and co-stars alike celebrating not just her longevity, but the heart and humor she continues to bring to the show. Coronation Street airs on weeknights at 8:30 p.m. on ITV1 and is available to stream on ITVX.